And this episode is sponsored by Stamps.com. If you have a small business, you've been feeling the strain that inflation is putting on all of us. Right now, it's harder than ever for a small business to stay profitable, and every dollar counts. If you're looking for a way to cut costs, why not start with paying less to mail and ship? When you use Stamps.com to mail and ship, you get access to exclusive discounts and great rates on shipping, so you can keep more money in your pocket at the end of the day. For more than 20 years, Stamps.com has been indispensable for over 1 million businesses. And one of the things I love most is that you get access to all of the post office and UPS shipping services you need right from your computer. And you get discounts you can't find anywhere else, like up to 30% off USPS rates and 86% off UPS. Plus, Stamps.com seamlessly works with Shopify, Amazon, Etsy, eBay, and more. So start mailing and shipping with Stamps.com and keep more money in your pocket. Sign up at Stamps.com/MrMakeItHappen for a special offer that includes a 4-week free trial, plus free postage and a digital scale. No long-term contracts or commitments. Just go to Stamps.com/MrMakeItHappen. What's up, guys? Welcome back. We're keeping the pasta party going this week with this delicious, creamy Tuscan chicken and shrimp pasta. But before we get into the recipe, please take a quick second to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell to enable notifications as well. All right, guys, meet me in the kitchen. Let's make it happen. First things first, let's take a look at all of these fantastic ingredients that we'll be using today. As you guys know, I like to get all of my prep work done and out of the way up front. It makes life so much easier in the kitchen and makes your cleanup easier after you're done as well. As far as the ingredients go, we have some sun-dried tomatoes, a shallot, some spinach, some garlic, tons of great flavor in this pasta. First things first, we're gonna dice up this shallot nice and fine. If you don't have a shallot or you can't find one at the grocery store, you can simply substitute in an onion. White or yellow onion doesn't really matter. Just dice it up nice and fine like you see right here. Really no right or wrong way to do this, guys. Just make sure your knife is nice and sharp. I like to put a wet paper towel underneath the cutting board to prevent it from sliding as well. Always want to protect those fingers. Next, we're gonna dice up these sun-dried tomatoes. These are gonna add some great flavor. If for whatever reason you don't like tomatoes, you can leave them out. You'd also use cherry tomatoes or grape tomatoes in place of these, but I like the sun-dried for this recipe. There we go. We got our shallot and our tomatoes prepped and ready. We're also going to use a little bit of this oil that the sun-dried tomatoes came in. No flavor left behind, my friends. Speaking of flavor, we're going to season up these chicken breasts with my all-purpose seasoning. That's basically a blend of salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder, a few other spices. We're also going down with some Italian seasoning as well. Press that in. We're gonna hit these with a little red pepper flakes for a little bit of heat. If you don't like spice at all, you can leave that out. Totally up to you. Quick reminder, guys, that all the specific measurements and ingredients for this recipe can be found in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. We're gonna flip the chicken breast over and show the other side the same love and attention. If you guys haven't tried my all-purpose seasoning yet, you can grab that via the link in my description box. If you have an all-purpose seasoning that you already use that you like, by all means, you can use that. Just keep in mind that mine is low sodium, so if you see me being a little heavy-handed, just keep that in mind as you're seasoning your chicken. We're going down with the same seasoning blend on the shrimp. Make sure that they're evenly coated, set those aside, and now, my friends, it's time to get to cooking. We're gonna warm our skillet over medium heat. We're gonna add 1 to 2 tablespoons of butter plus some avocado oil, which has a high smoke point that'll prevent the butter from burning. That way you get the flavor from the butter without burning it. Sear that chicken for 2 to 3 minutes per side until it's golden brown and beautiful like so. And then we're gonna pop that in the oven at 400 degrees until the chicken breast reaches 165 degrees internal temperature. Depending on the size of the chicken, that'll be about 12 to 15 minutes. Meanwhile, we're gonna go ahead and get our pasta started. Bring your water up to a boil. Hit that with a tablespoon or so of salt. Once that water comes to a boil, you're gonna drop your pasta and cook that per package instructions. Feel free to use whatever pasta noodles you enjoy. In the meantime, let's take a look at this chicken right at 165 degrees internal temperature, which is perfect. We're gonna set that aside until we need it later and get this shrimp cooking. I'm leaving the tails on, but that's totally optional, guys. If you wanna remove the tails, then by all means, you can do so. Just cook the shrimp until it's beautiful like so. The shrimp should be 145 degrees internal temperature, and then it's safe to eat. Once you have the color that you want and they're cooked through, we're gonna go ahead and remove the shrimp, leaving behind all that amazing flavor in the bottom of the skillet. We're gonna add that sun-dried tomato oil. Then we're gonna add the shallots. Give that a nice toss in the oil, allow them to cook down a bit. Working over medium-low heat here, then we're gonna add the sun-dried tomatoes. So right now we have the shallots and the sun-dried tomatoes in there. Cooking down, we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour. That's gonna help thicken things up just a little bit. That's optional. If you like a thinner sauce, you can leave the flour out. Give that a mix, cook the raw flour taste off, and then we're going in with a splash of Chardonnay. Any kind of dry white wine will work great right there. If you don't want to cook with wine, you could always use chicken broth. Increase the heat to burn off the alcohol, leaving behind all that amazing flavor. And then we're going in with about a cup of crushed tomatoes or tomato sauce. Tons of flavor in this recipe, guys. Your house is gonna be smelling absolutely amazing. I can't wait for you guys to try this recipe. Nice little spring and summertime vibe as well. We're going in with the chicken broth. Again, guys, all the specific measurements and ingredients for this recipe can be found in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. We can't forget the garlic, my friends, going in with about a tablespoon or so of that. I like to use the garlic paste just because it's easy, but feel free to use whatever garlic product you enjoy. We're gonna break out the whisk and mix to combine. Allow that to simmer away for a couple minutes and reduce. Meanwhile, we're going in with the spinach, and then we're also gonna add in some of that heavy cream. Give that a good mix. The spinach is gonna wilt down beautifully and add some nice color and some nutrients to the party. Now you got a healthy pasta on your hands because it's got spinach in it, right? Taste as you go and adjust the flavor to your preference. We're going in with about a cup or so of grated Parmesan cheese. You wanna add that a little bit at a time over medium-low heat, and just allow that residual heat in the skillet to melt that cheese. Oh man, we got a good pasta on our hands right here, my friends. Add a little bit more seasoning as needed. Again, make sure you taste as you go and adjust accordingly. I'm gonna add a little extra black pepper, some red pepper flakes as well, because I want a little bit of spice at the party. Totally up to you though, guys. If you don't like spice, you can leave it out. I'm gonna grate some lemon zest to add a pop of freshness in there without the acidity from the juice. Oh man, look at that pasta sauce. We're gonna finish the noodles in the pasta sauce the way the good Lord intended. We're also gonna add the shrimp back to the party. There's those noodles. Again, guys, use whatever pasta noodles you enjoy. This is great with penne as well. We're gonna toss those noodles around in the sauce. Make sure that they're evenly coated. Allow them to soak up all that flavor before we plate this up. Brace yourself for a trademark money shot, my friends. Look at that. We're gonna go ahead and slice this chicken up. Shout out to my new knife. That should be on the market in about 2 months. It's in production as we speak. Beautifully cooked chicken breast, 165 degrees internal temperature, still remains nice and juicy. We're gonna plate that right on top of the pasta, and you have yourselves a fantastic chicken and shrimp pasta. Another little cameo appearance of the new knife. Hope you guys like that. We're gonna hit this with a little bit more grated cheese because we're here for a good time, not a long time. And now, my friends, it's just about time to plate this up and get your boy a taste test because I am starving. Brace yourself for a trademark money shot. Say it with me, guys. Looking good. There's that chicken. We're gonna plate that right on top. We got the shrimp all around, a little additional sauce pour, because why not? Oh man, look at that. Doesn't get much better than that, my friends. A little parsley for a pop of color, and so you guys will click on that thumbnail. Thank you for helping me get to 400,000 subscribers. We're on our way to 500,000. Make sure you share all of this content on your social media and tag me so we can get some more exposure. I appreciate all the love and support. Going in for the taste test. Let's see what we got. Oh man, you guys know this is a fork drop recipe. Let me know what you think in the comments. Give your boy a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and the bell to enable notifications. And as always, thank you for your support.